episode 7, and it's a big one. So you saw Jamie was here, you guys got to see all the damage and you got to see our plan of action. That's all been executed now to a certain degree. As you can see, she's back in, she's driving. We saw all you guys at Silverstone for Gas on Track, and yeah, we're now on that final hurdle. We've got a little bit to do, but Lou's going to show you Tom and I assembling the engine, fixing that up, so the week leading up to Gas on Track, and you join us on the final steps. So yeah, let's get into it. I hope you enjoy it. We are going to be rebuilding Jamie's motor, which on our previous outing we actually hurt. Long and short of it is we put too much boost through the motor on shutdown. Put about 60 psi through it according to the logs, and what that means is basically the air coming into the cylinders wasn't getting out fast enough, and it caused a high cylinder pressure, which then lifted the head. The boost, the pressure tried to escape. We had to now sleeve our motor. So what sleeving is, if you come and have a look, basically we sent the block off to a company called SpecJ, and what they do, they use a machine which will bore out the block. We bought a set of sleeves for this engine, and basically those are pressed into the block and then machined out to match our piston size. Essentially is we've made our block a bit stronger by using sleeves, as the sleeves are made from a harder material. And the next thing is we added a fire lock ring, or fire ring, some of the guys call. So on our previous build, Jamie had something similar to this, if you guys remember, which the ring just sat on top of the block. We would tighten the head as much as possible to get that ring to bite into the block and bite into the head, and then the gasket would keep all those rings in place. So that is a good solution, but as we saw, it could only take about 1,300 horsepower. Anything more than that, we're going to have problems, and especially on shutdown or overrun where there's a boost spike. Those rings couldn't stay in place, and obviously with the head lifting, they move and there's catastrophic failure, which is what we experienced. Well, it wasn't catastrophic because we're still using the same block and same head, same piston, same rod, same everything. Nothing really blew up in a way that was a big expense, but we have had delays. So the delays are the gearbox. So when we get to that section of the video, I'll explain what's going on with that. But for now and for today, Tom's going to build the engine again.
Hi Tom.
We've already put the crank in, so that's turning nice and free. No issues there. Let me grab a ring and I can actually show you what I mean by the difference between the old setup and the new setup. Okay, so the old head gasket setup, you saw it was the same composite head gasket, and then it would hold the rings in place. There was no step. So basically we don't have like a lip or a ledge in the old setup. It was just block, ring, cylinder head. Whereas now we have the block with a step cut into it, and the ring sits in that step. So basically, if the head does lift, there's nowhere for the gases. The gases are literally going to run into this lip, this edge, if they had to get under the rings, which are now much thicker. Cool. So if you come and have a look here, so these rings will lock in like that. So now you can see if something does happen, this ring's not just going to be pushed out in any direction. It's got something to retain it, to keep it in its place. And then the gasket would fit it like that. And as you can see now we have the same surface height on the ring and the gasket. So the gasket will compress, the ring will eat into the head, and we'll have a much better seal than what we used to have. So I believe we can go full send with this now. I'm pretty sure we're going to hit the 1400, 1500 mark quite easily now. Cross fingers. day 2, isn't it? Okay, so we're all back together now. The boys are just finishing off the last touches. Then we'll do gearbox and we'll get inside the engine bay. Engine's in, waiting on a few bits from Chris, which he's on his way back now. So I'm going to carry on, put a manifold on. All coordinate lines are now done, and I see Louis shaking.
Yeah.
The gym workout's real. Boom. So you probably saw in the last clip, I was waiting for Chris to get back with the Vanos actual adjusters, or sprockets, whatever you want to call them. So they're back in, timed up, tightened up. Now finally put a valve cover on and actually start making some progress.
Like a glove.
Turn the key! So that's the engine covered now. Louis got to take a break. He's got to go on a videographer's course because, as you've seen, he's not been up to scratch. No, I'm just kidding. The kid needs a break. So we're going to attempt to shoot this ourselves between Tom, Bill, Speed Bump.
I'm apparently Speed Bump.
Oh, you Speed Bump.
Apparently.
You little Speed Bump, big Speed Bump.
Yeah.
Okay. So between the rest of us, we'll try to shoot what we can, and hopefully Louis learned something on his holiday and he can make it look half good for you guys. So yeah, let's see how that goes. This is what Jamie had. It's a surge tank, and basically he had 3 fuel pumps. He had the original factory fuel pump in the tank, which was also upgraded. We've taken that out, and basically the job of that fuel pump was to feed this and to feed his direct injection. Then this tank, this little surge tank, this has 2 smaller pumps in it, and this was to feed the bigger 6 injectors, his PR, port injection. So these are 450s, Walbro 450s. They're good for about 750 horsepower each. Plus we had the third pump, so we had a lot of fuel. We didn't need to worry about fuel. For now, we've taken all that weight out of the car in lieu of the fuel tank and everything over there. And we're going to replace that whole big thing with just this. So it's nice and light, it holds 20 liters, and it has a built-in surge tank. So the way this works, it gets bolted like that. And as you can see, it's its own surge tank. One of these, the 450, will be hung over here, and it will be feeding the surge tank. And then the surge tank inside will have 2 bigger pumps. These are 5-to-5s. So same as these, just a little bit bigger, a little bit more high flowing. So we'll have 2 of these inside here, pumping to all 12 injectors. And then we'll use a regulator or regulators between the 12 injectors to set the fueling pressure. What makes this better is it's a lot lighter, and there's no complexity to it. The problems we had with Jamie's car in terms of fueling was the in-tank pump, the upgraded factory pump, is actually controlled by voltage. So obviously it's controlled by voltage, but it's a, what did you call it, PWM style. It's basically the more voltage we put to it, the faster the pump spins. That's the easiest way to explain it. So we're not going to do that anymore. We're just going to stick to 12 volt pumps now, and we're going to control our pressure, not with voltage, but with regulators. I'm just waffling on now. So yeah, you can just cut off there somewhere.
I was going to Tom. I was like, bro, he's waffling.
So Louis, you can just, yeah, I just start meandering and start talking, and then there's one time and bad time. So let's get this in. We don't have to change much under the car. Tom probably just got to make some new hoses for inside the boot, and that's about it. So let's get the fuel system done today, and then we can start jumping on the line lock. Tom's finished assembling it. So remember we were talking about the surge tank, so this is the surge tank part. So as you can see, this is the lift pump. We'll put fuel in here on a race day. Okay, so fuel goes in, fills up
This whole area.
cell. Yeah. This pump then pumps it into the surge tank, which is this side over here. Comes out of there, goes through these two pumps, out of this guy, and that'll feed all 12 injectors. And then this is the return line that comes back from the regulator, gets dumped in here and drops straight into our surge tank. So yeah, nice and easy to explain. This little valve over here, so this is it's an upside down valve, so what would you call it? A rollover valve. So basically, you see there's a little ball inside there. If the car had to roll over and land on its roof, heaven forbid, there's a little ball in there which will stop fuel from coming out of our vent. This is the vent, which basically, as this is all pumping and everything, it obviously causes heat and all that, and that causes pressure, so that pressure needs to escape somewhere. So yeah, that's where it escapes from. And then this tube over here, this is the level sensor. So this has a little hole at the bottom where fuel will fill up. There's a float inside here, and there's, I don't want to say electrode, I don't think that's the right word, but basically
There'll be a
movement of that
resistance.
float will change the resistance in that little electrode, which we can then measure and hopefully calibrate for his clock, so we'll be able to tell if there's fuel or not fuel. And then he can also do the water pump. The fittings have arrived for the water pump that we needed.
Yeah,
So
finally
that's all
turned up.
good. Ready to go.
Alright, I'm back. Let's get filming. Right, what you doing?
So, water pump, the new one for Jamie. Connector and some bolts stop you from bolting it straight to like the floor. So, made a little cardboard bracket earlier, or yesterday, then drew this up at home. So we'll see if it works, and if it does, Lou's going to be painting it. Probably wrinkle black. That's our signature here, and yeah, let's see if it cuts. So yeah, it's cut out. So I'm just going to clean the burrs off from the back, measure it, give it a bend, and see if it even fits.
They're not pretty circular, to be fair.
Well, I hope so. It's drawn a
Reminds me
Fusion
of those
360.
pennies.
Do I look like a barrel now?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually quite hot.
So that's your bracket done.
Yeah, so what you guys didn't see is I actually changed the design just a little bit. Made this bit thicker, just so we got some actual meat to bolt onto. So imagine that's connected. Oh, it's twin turboed now.
Oh yeah, 100.
That's it. Wire, obviously I already done the wiring, put on a Deutsch plug, make it nice and easy. And
So now I'll just put a paint in.
yeah, it's Lou's job now.
Let's paint. Boom.
So Lou's done his job, nicely painted, looks nice, don't even notice it now. I shall install this now. If I'm honest, I actually forgot to drill the holes.
mechanic. I did all this work, to be honest.
Yeah,
I built it in my sleep.
Lou's actually top mechanic, top filmer. Top
What happens is I come here and build everything, and then they come in and they have to undo all my work until I've done it to redo it for me to film. That's what happens. So yeah,
Cheers,
Red Bull Racing up next. Like what G-Man apparently works for. What are you doing, Tom?
Finishing G-Man's work, but he started 3 days ago.
Okay. So Tom's drilling, which is never a good sign. Explain what Tom's doing.
He's drilling the holes so that he can put some riv nuts in to mount the solenoid.
Boom. So that's a solenoid installed.
3 minutes job. Yes.
You see, you wanted to know what a line lock was?
As opposed to 3 days. What are you saying, G-Man?
Off 3 days.
Please explain line lock.
Are you going to do like a little graphic thing?
What do you want?
I don't know. Maybe like something with the brake reservoir and then a line going down to the line lock, and then after the line lock another line going down to the...
Speak up, hurry up.
Line lock and this line lock and a line here and a line here. Yo! How about we insert a clip of us doing a
How about insert the clip of me smashing your face? And to do a burnout on a four-wheel drive car, you need to decouple the four-wheel drive system so that only the back wheels can spin. But because it's a four-wheel drive system, the ECU, the body control module, doesn't want to see you standing on the brake and the accelerator at the same time, because it's going to get confused, because the car's like, that's kind of counterintuitive. Counterintuitive, thanks Lou. And so it doesn't allow you to do it. It won't give the engine power to spin the back wheels, even though we've decoupled the front wheels. So what a line lock does is it's going to hold the front brake for us, even though our foot's not on the brake. And the way it does that is the fluid moving down to the caliper, we've added in a solenoid, which is on a button. So you stand on the brake, hit the button to energize the solenoid, and then take your foot off the brake, and it will trap the fluid between the solenoid and the caliper under pressure, so that the front brakes don't release. So now we're off the brake, and now we're free to use our accelerator, and that should allow us to do a burnout.
And we can do big, dirty burnouts.
So that we have nice sticky tires for when we launch the car.
Yeah, lovely stuff.
Let's see if you had EDC.
Great job, T.
All done.
Yeah, good, nice work. Very good, nice work. Now we've got to wire up the grounds.
I've got a big ground here that we can go off.
Oh, you got a ground down there?
Yep, right here.
I've got a nice one over here.
The big boy.
I've got one even here.
Okay, so that one can go there.
I'll probably run it behind that tower.
Okay, so you can sort that out, put a... like that, eh?
Yeah, I'll come round back here. Just keep it out the way of the wheel. Yeah.
Oh, you could follow this one here.
Oh, and just come off with it.
Yeah, just like that.
So you're all done?
Yeah, all installed, all bled up. Arch liner's back on. No point recording that, it's only a couple bolts. So yeah, time to put wheels back on. And then I've wired up the rest actually. Wired it up. Earthed it on the chassis down there where the main earth is. Run it all up here, back into the main where our rest of our other power cable here, all the way over into our little wiring connection box, and our build on this one over here as well. We got barrel, he put an earth on.
Where is it, that one then?
Yeah, this bad boy.
Good stuff.
Barrel earthed it, and then I've run it all in here onto a Deutsch connector, so nice and easily if we need to take it off or test it, make sure we've got continuity. That's the word I was looking for. If for some reason we ever get a problem with it, which we won't do because, you know, I've done it. Anyway, in here, Lou, in here.
In here?
Yeah.
In here. Okay, I'm in here.
As you can see, it's wired up. No, I'm joking, it's just the red cables on the floor, my boy.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's as far as we've got. Now I'm waiting on G-Man to add in some relays. 3 days later. And then once that's done, I'm sure you'll see us again. Bye bye.
Alright, so that's line lock done. Thank you very much, Tom. Okay, so next thing to tackle is this gearbox issue that we've been having, man. So we sent the gearbox back a while ago. I don't really want to get into it. There's a lot of things that are happening in the background that we can't even talk about. But I suppose this is the nature of the beast. So we've taken the initiative to try to get this car running again properly. We actually put our own stage 2 HP51 in the car, and that was just so we could take it to gas on track. And now we've got to do what's that show that's upcoming now? Gravity. So we've got to get that done, but we're just not coming right with the gearbox solution at the moment. So what we've gone and done, we've built in collaboration with Tommy from Velocity Tuning, we've built an HP76 for Jamie. So this has come out of our budget, and this is basically to get Jamie racing as soon as possible, because I can't wait another 2 months for a gearbox. So it's actually closer to 3 months now. So it is what it is. So one thing we were waiting for was our torque converter for the HP76. So torque converter has arrived now. So what I'm going to do, once the car comes back from Gravity, I'm going to get the boys to put this in so we can code it, and we can get Jamie racing again. But thank goodness, at least we have our solution now.
Nasty. Big up Big Man Stan. The D-glove finger. We all know about that. It was nasty.
I don't want to hear that story ever again, your fan. Not in this. Okay, so finally done. Let's do a quick rundown of what we've changed on the car. Maybe a bit of explanations. Tom, don't you want to put the pump on the front there? So we are, as you can see, we've taken out the fuel tank, which is on top there.
Fuel pump or water pump?
Fuel pump for now. If you go down, Lou, so this is our fuel cell, and very nice and easy to understand. It's got 2 pumps in this side and 1 pump on this side. This is a fuel level, and this is a vent. See, the vent comes out here. In case of a rollover, there is a ball valve in there, so if it does roll over, heaven forbid, the ball will just block this, so we won't have fuel all over the place. This is a feed or return. This is the return. So this comes back from our regulator. This one feeds our regulator and feeds all 12 injectors. Okay, turn the pump on, and we've also added just a quick, for whoever fills up the tank, there's a nice little gauge so we can see how much fuel is in the tank. As it's only a 20-litre tank, and the way that this thing measures your fuel level is different to the factory one, so we couldn't use the factory level. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We also got, because we've had to change this around, we've had to add relays in. So now we have a new relay system.
Which is upside down, thanks to G-Man.
It's not upside down.
That's upside down, bro.
Yeah, because if you're working on it, you're going to stand like this.
Are you? You're going to stand like what? Show us. How are you going to stand?
Oh, which one is that? Bam, bam, bam. Oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, okay.
We wouldn't just work
Nah.
like this.
No, I'm right-handed, so I have to come like this, see?
Do you?
And then we've got 2 extras at a late stage if we want to change some stuff up. Or we need extras, maybe there's a fail on one of them, then we've got extras.
Yeah, but it's nice
So
and
we've
neat
got
though.
extra 2.
Got fuses.
Yeah, so the 2 main pumps, the lift pump and the water pump. So we can close that up.
Nice job.
I'm left-handed.
Sheet of carbon fibre, you stuck down.
Yeah, that was
Just to make it look a little bit neater.
just a bit more presentable.
That was a last minute gravity prep.
Yeah, push went to gravity. And then water pump's been upgraded.
Little
So-
Turbski.
Yeah, we have doubled our water flow now. I think we might even go one step further and add another one of those.
More water can never
There
hurt.
is a lot of water coming out, but because the lines are so long, I think just for safety's sake, we just put 2 pumps in. Let's really get that water flow going. The next thing I think it's going to be doing is probably going to be adding in a small lithium battery, just to get rid of this big bulky battery. We don't need
Shave
this
some
big
weight.
bulky battery. Yeah, let's get rid of some weight. I think we're going to be adding a methanol kit at some point.
But not for fueling.
No, for cooling, just to help for cooling.
We'll touch on that in another video.
Yeah, but still undecided. We're still having discussions about it.
Turbo.
Turbo?
Turbo.
The new turbo?
Yeah.
Well, that's in the new, that's with the new, that will be next episode. So when you buy a Precision Turbo, you have to order the flanges too. As it's a sponsored turbocharger, the flanges weren't provided, unfortunately, so we're just waiting on those flanges to come. Once those flanges come, then we can do the turbo kit.
Just to clarify, you're not building a new turbo kit,
Not
you're
building
just
a new turbo
modifying.
kit, I'm just modifying the current turbo
Yeah.
kit. So we're getting rid of the 7275 and we're putting on that big boy.
Undisclosed size.
It'll be known soon, and they'll see as soon as it makes the horsepower. What else did we do on this episode? Oh, line lock's done now, so we can do a burnout. I think we are going to be doing a burnout at testing once the big turbo's on. I can't do it yet, the neighbours will have an absolute fit, but it is all wired in, everything's working. I think that's all we've had to do this episode, isn't it?
Yeah, that's about it really. Next video will be a very action-packed one, won't it,
Yes,
G-Man?
it'll be the turbo kit, dyno, and a test. So you'll get
And
to
a
see
big,
all of that.
dirty burnout.
Might as well expensive power, maybe a little burnout.
Okay, baby burnout. You'll do a burnout, won't you?
I'll do a serious burnout.
Something else we can show you. Check this. And we're taking this wrap off and we're having a proper wrap done on the car now. So this temporary wrap doesn't cut it, obviously. Check this out. So yeah.
Oh yeah, sick. But I'm going to blur it so you can't even see.
You never saw it,
video. Oh, that's sick.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's nice.
I think it'll go well on the purple car. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you want to continue this journey with us, please consider subscribing. Every subscribe and every thumbs up helps.
Guys, 500 likes and Chris will wrap my scooter Osprey purple. Please like.
Yeah, boys. Alright, we'll see you in a bit. Peace.